Great rebounding teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. You had a lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just two things, desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Whiteside, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Trevor Ariza. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Walker. Takes a 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, Kevin. Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Now, here's Tice. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor. Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
And Lillard kicks to Whiteside. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Nobody near Lillard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to speak with Terry Stotts. He's hoping for a better result in their second game against the Celtics. They dropped the first meeting, but Coach says they learned a lot from that game. He said, "We didn't match their energy from the get-go, and it buried us. That loss stuck with the team for a bit, so I'm hoping for a little bit more fire from them this time around." Well, call the fire department, guys.
Thanks, David. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back,
Thanks, David.
and he gets them quick.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get running the floor beautifully.
Now here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Shoots over Lillard. Walker's shot is off.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
And that one misses.
And the pick-and-roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Yusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic, as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer, too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick-and-roll game.
Good on the second free throw.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Now here's Walker. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
McCollum against Walker. And it's McCollum off the drive. Count the basket. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure Coach is going to let them know that.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at the Trailblazers. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And for the Trailblazers, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Now, here's Walker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Anthony. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Back to Walker. 6 to shoot. For 3, Hayward. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ariza against Walker. Stolen by Walker. They could use a bucket. And he lays it up and in. Walker's got 5 now.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot will not fall. Now Boston takes it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Hey, yo, right here!
Walker's shot is off.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
McCollum, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 4. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense was the key factor.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis. Here's Whiteside. Rebound, Boston.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
McCollum against Hayward. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Portland's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Lillard way outside. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Tatum.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for McCollum. Putting up about 22 points per, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Sinks the three-pointer. 8 points for Lillard.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
Now here's Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Anthony dishes to Lillard. Ariza with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Here's Whiteside. Hits it from about 6 feet away. Whiteside's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Now here's Anthony. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Walker taking his time here.
Watch the screen.
Shot from the wing. Good on the jump shot. Walker's got 7.
And when Walker gets free, he's deadly from that range. He routinely buries these looks.
To the inside. Here's Lillard. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Walker the pass to Brown. Brown jams it in.
You know what, Kevin? You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 5 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Out of Wheeler High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route.
One shot.
Choosing UC Berkeley.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Walker. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdur-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Oh, defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Now here's Williams, and there's the pass to Brown. All alone. And the rebound by Nurkic.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Get it going.
Here's Trent. Williams with the block. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Lillard the pass to Trent. Pass to Nurkic. 5 on the clock, and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now here's Smart. His last outing, 16 points for him. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. Drills it from outside. 11 points for Jaylen Brown.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Passes it to Trent. Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Cantor with it. Smart on the wing. Here's Wanamaker, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Trent, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Smart. Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Two.
And the first one drops. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And so he hits both.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11. Here's Williams. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Portland leading by 4. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Celtics, Brown is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the guard position. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
The first free throw is good. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting. Here's Wanamaker, 6 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Celtics shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
It's deflected. From 17 feet out, offensive rebound, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic. I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on the offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Now here's Lillard. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Celtics trail by 9. There's the dish to Tatum. Williams looking around. Pass to Wanamaker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Damian Lillard. The Celtics have made 3 free throws so far, haven't missed any.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gordon Hayward comes in for Williams, and it's Kemba Walker in for Jaylen Brown. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's McCollum. Williams with the block.
You know, the reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 7. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 11 rebounds in the game. McCollum feeling it out a bit. There's the pass to Whiteside. And here's Anthony for 3. And the 3-ball is good. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Pass to Walker. Over Hood. Boston, no good that time either. And here's Portland. They're on a 12-4 run. Hayward against Ariza. From the arc. Rebound, Kemba Walker. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. It's a 10-point game. Tatum kicks to Walker. They get it back.
Well, he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just one triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
McCollum passes to Ariza. Anthony against Hayward. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here's McCollum for 3. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Ariza outside. Passes it to Hood. There's the 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Hayward gets it to go.
A guy who's really improved as a three-point shooter. That's taken Hayward's game to another level.
McCollum passes to Whiteside. Ariza outside. McCollum against Walker. Shoots it. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebounding, largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just, you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game has evolved. And so now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Enes Kanter comes in for Jason Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Now here's Smart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the middle. Here's Walker. That shot off. Good D by McCollum.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Whiteside against Walker. Here's Smart. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Hood. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Mixing it up a little bit. I like seeing Hood try to score from these areas.
Pass to Kanter. Now, here's Tice. He's covered by Whiteside. The pass to Walker. From deep. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 16th rebound on the night.
He has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Cantor, the pass to Tice. Hayward on the wing. Pulls it up. And it's off the back rim, no good. Portland leading by 11. Anthony kicks to Hood. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feed.
One of Hood's go-to shots. I mean, so smooth and comfortable firing from these in-between spots.
Walker finds Tice.
Watch the screen. Hey, yo, Walker! Walker!
In the corner, Smart with it.
Watch the pin.
Will it go? And it's blocked by Whiteside. Anthony, no one around. The three-pointer, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Hayward dishes to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Here's McCollum. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And it had been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in a trade, a chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. Now, why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders. At small forward, 5th, Trevor Ariza.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
Oh, yeah, Greg, these guys are stoppers. There's no assignment too tough for them.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon, what Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. And I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. And so Walker nails both of them.
An electrifying scorer. Walker, he'll burn you in so many ways.
Get CJ.
Ariza outside. Pass to Carmelo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, easy call.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That one is off. Brown is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in. And he's good on the second. Celtics trail by 14. Walker the pass to Tice. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Poke loose. It's stolen by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Here's Trent. Walker with some nice D. Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Looking to end his cold spell, and he gets the jumper to drop. Walker's got 11 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And here's Walker. Following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Cantor, the pass to Walker. Fires from deep. Rebound by Nurkic.
Hey, way to snatch it, Nurk.
Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. With some arc. That shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Smart, wide open, he fires. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Passes it to Trent. Outside Collins.
Come get it, come get it.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Smart. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
McCollum against Walker. Ball's knocked loose. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Here's Anthony, plenty of space, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Anthony's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
McCollum against Walker. Smart on the wing. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, how about their ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. But he's been really patient and unselfish.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Trailblazers leading by 17. On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And it's in there. And it's 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
And McCollum has a perfect shooting form, a beautiful hierarchy shot that looks good every time he releases it.
Hey, yo, right here.
Walker in the post, covered by Lillard. Walker's shot is off. Ariza outside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories had they stayed healthy?
Wow. You got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies when Grant started his career off in Detroit. And to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden, who got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game. His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. The 3, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hey, come around.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Brown wide open, he fires. Portland grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. He's usually been money from that range.
McCollum outside. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Tice. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
Well, this is Brown's game. He loves to drive the ball. He likes to challenge defenders to stop him.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Two.
No good on the free throw.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
And he sinks the second. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Hey, D up on CJ.
McCollum against Brown. Out to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists tonight. And it's Walker penetrating. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And McCollum with the slam.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Boston. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And you know, for the Celtics, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
Yeah, Greg, and early in the year, maybe they were catching some teams by surprise, but now everybody knows how strong they are, and they're still rolling along.
They get the rebound. Brown feeling it out a bit. Tries again. Tice passes to Brown. And another shot. He lays it in. Brown's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, the never quit attitude of Brown. Outstanding at remaining engaged and keeping plays going.
Now, here's Whiteside. 6 points for him. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the wing right side.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And Walker kicks to Tice. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, that's 3 straight German league titles for Daniel Tice. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player, and he's shown he belongs.
2 shots.
That's good from Tice. And last season, Daniel Tice shooting over 40% from long range, and Chris over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, wouldn't you call that great efficiency, both inside and out? New contract this summer to reward his terrific play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Hood against Brown. Hood, the pass to Lillard. 2 points, that one goes. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Wanamaker. He's got 7. He kicks to Tatum. Brown, the pass to Tatum. Floats it up for Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
What I really love about this kid, you know, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Now here's Hood. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's the teardrop. Kept alive. Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Celtics making a switch here. Williams has checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brown outside. Puts up a 3. Boston getting another chance here, but they get it back. Here's Tatum.
Oh, and one.
No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Outside Hood from downtown, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And it's 7 points for Rodney Hood.
The timing, the execution. Nice job by Hood, not hesitating, and instead taking and shooting right away.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing them from long range.
Smart's checked in for Boston. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Kicks it to Smart. Back to Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum on the wing. Over Ariza. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6.
The height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range from there.
Knocked away. Lillard the pass to Whiteside. And they double up Whiteside. The wide open shot by Little. And the 3 off target. Tatum against Lillard. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
Attacking the painted area. That's where Tatum can use his height and length most effectively.
The pass to Ariza. Now here's Little. D right on him, and that one's good. Lillard.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Here's Williams, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Hood deciding where to go with it. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here is Tatum. He's got 8. Puts it up from 12. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Now Hood. He has 7. Lillard outside for the 3. No good on that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Left side Tatum. Over Little. Boston again missing. Portland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. That's tipped.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now a timeout called by Portland. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. He's a tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Here's Trent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Wanamaker. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Nasir Little picks one up.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
For Boston, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Trailblazers leading by 23.
Hey, get on Lillard.
Lillard looking around.
Right there. I see him.
Pass to Nurkic. The three. The shot missing. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Wanamaker. Covered by Lillard. Pass to Kanter. Right side Tatum. Goes up at the stripe. Collins grabs the miss. And Collins has got the ball here for Portland. Here's Trent. In the corner, it's Little. Pass to Trent. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Trent's got 7 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Wanamaker. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he can be an anchor on the defense.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get, running the floor beautifully.
Now here's Smart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Portland grabs the miss.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Smart, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And, you know, Smart is working on slowing down, dissecting the defense. I mean, nice patience out there in the pick and roll.
Here's Lillard, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Trent. No good from outside. Pulls it from 20, and good. He got the English that time as it falls. 10 points for Jason Tatum.
So good shooting off the dribble. For Tatum, it's a comfortable, familiar scenario.
Trent passes to Lillard. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
One shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of all-star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game.
Boston making some changes. Hayward comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Little. Outside Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, the footwork, the positioning. Tatum's a difficult cover inside.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Two.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And, of course, the Celtics traded back from #1 to #3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute steal.
And so Tatum nails them both. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard with it. He's got 31. From deep three-point range, unable to get that one. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, good job defensively. Good job on dropping on the rolls. Just stay with, keep rebounding. Don't lose men in transition.
Well, Terry praising his guys, GA, bringing it on the defensive end.
And they've done just that so far. They just have to be able to continue with that mindset.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Green. Ogilvy is out there with Hayward. Then it's Ennis Cantor, and it's Edwards in at the point. That's the Boston 5.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Now, here's Cantor. Here's Hayward. Good work there as it goes. Hayward's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact now.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. The three ball, but they recover it. Swanigan kicks to McCollum. Another shot, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Celtics on offense. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Ogilvy passes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And now, here's Hazonia. And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Ogilvy. Jaylen Brown comes in for Green. And Walker's subbed in for Edwards. Anthony's checked in for Portland. Ariza comes in for Mario Hazonia. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Walker finds Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now Lillard, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Trailblazers leading by 21. Ariza goes in. Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Walker's running, and he banks in the layup.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Tatum, he's checked in for Cantor. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Here is Whiteside. Ariza outside.
Come around.
They need this one, and it's denied. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Tatum's shot is off. Portland leading by 19 points. To the paint. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Ariza. Ariza's got his third assist on the night.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 6 points for Trevor Ariza. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Walker goes in, and Whiteside sends it back.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Well, you can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And stolen by Tatum. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Well, guys, you talk about players coming in, and with a huge impact, Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And that one falls for Tatum. Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Hood comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And so Tatum nails them both.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Kick it out.
Down low, it's stolen by Tice. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Releases. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Trailblazers leading by 22. A nice shot by Simons.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Ariza. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Oh, you love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
And even though, Chris, he isn't the athletic dynamo he once was, the length of Ariza is always a factor.
Yeah, I mean, for years now, Ariza has been a nuisance for opposing scorers with his reach. And, Kevin, then you know he's great at contesting shots, and he's good for at least 1 or 2 takeaways a game.
First one falls for him.
And during Ariza's career, he has established himself as an effective role player and fantastic outside shooter and a tenacious defender.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Trent's checked in, and Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simmons. Ariza hits them both. And here's Walker. Launches a 3, and it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
Ariza goes in. Misses the baby hook. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Brown, good.
He can go inside, he can shoot it, he can dominate on the fast break. And tonight, Brown is doing it all.
Lillard from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 18 points just in the second half.
And after a sensational first half from beyond the arc, he's not slowing down here in the second. That's his 3rd three-pointer since halftime.
Walker finds Tatum. Back to Walker for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Now here's Anthony. And it's Ariza in the corner. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Trent. Shoots the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Hayward's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Now here's Lillard. Trent passes to Anthony. It's blocked, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Inside, Lillard.
Really working on the technique defensively. Tatum showing good fundamentals, good discipline.
Excellent D there from Anthony.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim. Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Lillard outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, my word. This is a shooting exhibition, a 3-point barrage for him.
Walker goes in, and the shot goes down.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Anthony. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Walker the pass to Tice. Hayward outside. Over Ariza. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Passes to Whiteside. That's a 2 from Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Hayward. That shot off the mark. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. teardrop shot. Kicks it out to Lillard. Dishes it to Carmelo. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. With the game on the line, you know what time it is. It's Dame time.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Now Walker. Pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Whiteside. That's tipped. It's stolen by Ariza. Lillard, the pass to Trent. Fires the three. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Hayward's got his 6th rebound on the night. Out to the right wing. Here's Walker. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Hey, get on Dave.
Out left to the wing.
Hey, Melo.
Here's Trent. He's covered by Brown. And Anthony gets it to go.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Now, here's Tice. Back to Walker. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the 2nd of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
2.
First free throw is good. And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Tatum. Green, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Edwards in for Walker. And he can't hit the second.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
Here's Simons. Hood drives in, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Portland has possession. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Now here's Anthony. Defense right on him. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...